Hello, YouTube. I am Unca Crunk, just your standard issue purple monster of a certain age who plays games on the internet. Last time on Dream Daddy, we went to a concert with Matt. I failed at a minigame, and Matt called me cool. Sadly, because of the minigame thing, I only got a C rank on the date. Not sure what that effect has on the story, if anything. As we rejoin the story, we have a message from Matt waiting for us on Dad Book. Maybe I can make up for my failure at moshing. Okay, so what does Matt want to do with us today? Hey Unca, what are your feelings about poker? Beyond hardly knowing her. Poker? I hardly know her? There it is. Well, good talk. Wait, I actually like poker. I just saw the joke and I had to take the shot. Please, Matt, I'm a dad. I'm contractually obligated. No, I get that. Anyway, we've been playing weekly poker games and I figured I should send an invite your way. That sounds great. I love losing money. Cool, dude. See you soon. Lose that money! Medicine is not always the best medicine. I'm not sure about that one. Matt invited me over to poker night at Joseph's house. Really? Joseph, the youth minister. Okay. I put on my going out coat and walked over. Across the way, I spot Matt, who's walking over from his own house. He's got a case of beer under his arm. Crap! I should have brought something. Hey, man. Crap! I should have brought something. No worries, man. It's your first time. Just bring a full wallet. How long have you guys been at this for? Years, buddy. Just a nice way to keep in touch with the guys. It's never really high stakes. We passed through the fence enclosing Joseph's backyard. Craig, Brian, and Joseph hover around the patio, drinking beer and chatting. Robert sits in the corner, brooding as usual. Oh my God, I have to do everyone's voice at the same time? You guys are going to realize how bad I am at differentiating voices. Oh, this is horrible. Oh no, what am I going to do? I'm going to be outed as a fraud. Unca, glad you could make it.
Oh.
So am I. I'm psyched to take all your money. Just like old times. Craig's the resident shark. We prefer the term person who's good at poker. I'm well aware. Craig's always been suspiciously good at poker.
Huh?
Are you still as terrible as you were in college? Poker face. Hey. I wasn't terrible. I'm not bad at poker. I'm definitely good at poker. Everyone stares at me. Okay, maybe that was a little defensive. Okay, I'm bad at poker.
Oh.
There's no way you're as bad as Joseph. Joseph shrugs. This is basically my tithing. I'm giving back to the community.
Nice.
Plus, I'm happy to just sit here and eat all of Brian's snacks.
Yeah.
Guess who brought pigs in a blanket? Not Greg.
Oh.
Hey, my chia seed and granola energy bars are just as delicious. Everybody laughs. Let's just get the game going. We all take a seat at the table, and Matt starts dealing cards. The first couple of rounds go by easily as I'm getting the hang of things, but it's obvious that Craig is running the show here. Craig, how did you get so good at this? It's pretty easy. You just gotta start with a feel for everybody's tale. Like, Matt will scratch his ear. Hey. Brian adjusts his pants when he's trying to lie. Now, wait a second. And I think you just loudly announce to the whole room when you have a good hand. Yep, that's me.
Oh.
What's Joseph's tale? Everything. Like, literally everything. That man is an open book. He couldn't lie if he tried. Well, at least I have God on my side.
Oh.
See, you can't even say that with a straight face. What about Robert? Honestly, the man's an enigma. Robert raises his glass of whiskey to us in a solemn salute. I think he'd wipe the floor with us if he actually tried. I'm just here because I enjoy the company.
Oh.
Robert pulls out his phone and stares at it.
Hey.
Robert, is that a flip phone? Yeah.
Whoa.
What? Are you a drug dealer now?
Hey.
Yeah. What do you need? Horse? Speed? Do you want a Johnny's? I can get you the street stuff easy, but if you're looking for something more exotic or designer, that's maybe 72 hours and a favor called. Maybe I won't need you today. Maybe I won't need you tomorrow. But someday. Oh, I don't really... I think I'm good. Right.
Hey.
But still, if you got the coin, I got the goods. I dropped my phone in the toilet and this is a backup until I can get it replaced under warranty. Everyone murmurs their sympathies. We've all been there. I have not. I have never damaged a cell phone. I kind of messed up the kickstand on my latest phone case. It only works horizontally now. But the phone itself, never damaged one. Not even once. And I've had a cell phone since like 1997. Okay, not the point. We go back to playing. I really gotta stop eating these pigs in the blankets. Pigs in blankets? I don't know, but they're really good. I think there might be cheese in them. Oof. I don't know if I've got enough to raise you on this round. You can always bet your firstborn.
Hey.
If you think you can handle another one, be my guest. Briar and Hazel are a handful, to say the least. Buddy, you think 3 kids is a handful? Try 4. I'm operating at 100% dad capacity at all times. Actually, it's technically 5.
Yeah.
Christine saw a commercial for one of those dolls that poop and wouldn't stop asking for it. We ended up getting it for her birthday, but she's so grossed out by the fake baby poop that she makes me change the diapers. So now I'm changing the real baby and the fake baby. Oh, I just realized, Damien and Hugo are not here. There's just a lot of poop in my household right now. Daisy got one of those a while back. One night I walked in on her after she had tried to take the doll apart to see how the poop mechanism worked, but then she couldn't put it back together and started crying. Poop everywhere. Fake poop. But still. That reminds me of... Wait. Do we all have poop doll stories? Everyone nods in agreement. Guys, I really don't need any more poop in my life than there is already. Can we just get back to poker and not talk about poop? Matt deals another hand and we quickly forget about the poop. We run out of pigs and blankets, so we switch over to Craig's healthy snack food. It actually isn't terrible.
Hey.
These kale chips are phenomenal. We should sell these at the coffee shop.
Oh.
It's my own recipe. I'd be happy to give it to you guys.
Oh.
I can see it now. Pierce the kale chips. Oh, Pierce the Veil. Cool.
Hey.
Pierce the Veil is a popular post-hardcore screamo band out of San Diego.
Well.
We all look at Matt, confused.
Oh man.
It's maybe not in any of your wheelhouses. How's the shop nowadays?
Hey.
Busy as ever. I'm toying with the idea of hiring on another person to work the counter. I haven't found a good candidate.
Hey.
If Amanda's looking for a summer gig, let me know. That's really nice of you, but I think she's been burned too badly by coffee shops before. Literally, not figuratively.
Oh.
Matt cocks his head to the side. Oh, I'll ask her, though. We get down to the final hand of the night, and it's Craig in the lead by a landslide. Joseph has long since lost all of his chips, and has taken to tidying up, refusing any help from the rest of us. Brian deals us all cards. So, what's it gonna take for Robert to give a damn on this round? Robert looks up from his half-empty glass of whiskey. Do you really want to unleash the beast? Well, now I'm curious, dude. I got a long history of being a gambling man, but I'll only do it if you make it interesting. None of this penny chip nonsense. I got Lily's 18-year single blend sitting in my closet right now. Was saving it for when River turns 21, but I'm willing to put it up as collateral.
So,
Now you're talking my language. He throws the keys to his truck on the table. She's seen better days, but she can still pull a tree trunk out of the ground. Nope.
hey,
Myself and everyone else at the table immediately folds. Deal the cards, bride guy. Are you guys sure you wanna...
so,
You heard the man. Deal.
oh,
Brian deals the next round of cards. Craig stares daggers at Robert, who casually sips his whiskey. So I know what you might be thinking. Robert put his old workhorse up for grabs. His only mode of transportation. At times in his life, his only home. How could he be so sure of his abilities in gambling? I'll tell you right now, Craig, I wasn't always like this. I was a lot like you. Smart, talented, cocksure of my own luck. Great biceps. But it didn't last long, though. I lost everything in a game of Pai Gow in the back room of Shenzhen Tea House on what I thought was a 3-day business trip. Everything. Gone. Clothes. Money. Identification. You name it. I woke up in a ditch near Shaishu Park and had to make my life new from there. It took me 3 years to beg, borrow, and steal my way back to American soil. And in those 3 years, I saw the greatest depths of human fear, loved deeper than I ever had, and lost it all many more times over. I've seen my own death, Craig. I know how I die. It's not like this.
hey,
So let's make this more interesting. Robert produces the deed to his house from his jacket and tosses it on the table. Okay, one. Who the actual fluff carries the deed to their house with them anywhere? 2. He's bluffing. He's bluffing.
hey,
All I have and all I am. Are you prepared to go the distance?
I don't know.
Craig wipes the sweat from his brow. He studies Robert's face intently, searching for any sort of tell that he can find. Robert casually sips his whiskey again. That's not a tell, he's always doing that. I fold.
Hey.
Everyone erupts. Fine. The whiskey's yours, dude. And that's why you don't dance with the devil. So what was it? Were you bluffing or did you have the cards? If you're not willing to pay, you can't see the cards. That's for me to take to my grave, fellas.
Hey,
Next week, boys? Next week.
Oh.
You got it.
hey,
I'll be there. Sure thing. This has been a very relaxing and I sincerely This has been very relaxing, and I sincerely doubt I will wake up in a cold sweat thinking about it tonight. Keep working on that poker face, Unca. We all say our goodbyes and head our separate ways. Managing debt is just part of being an adult,
You've got dads.
which Amanda is about to learn about because she's going to a very expensive school. Okay, let's see. We have dated Craig, Damien, and Matt. Hugo. Let's hang out with Hugo. He seems cool. In an academic sort of way. Hugo Vega. Middle school teacher. High school teacher. Writer of scholarly articles on 18th century literature for various esteemed publications. If you're on here to tell me that my son put a cherry bomb in your trash, I know and I am sorry. On Friday nights, you are most likely to brew some strong tea and paint my miniatures! Oh, sweet, dude. Like Battletech or Warhammer or like old school wargaming like chainmail? Dude, he's a fluffy nerd. I love it. Yes. Oh, okay. Sorry. Getting a little verklempt. All right. Where was I? If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? A Remembrance of Things Past by Marcel Proust. What are your turn-ons? Muscles. Oh, I'm fucked. I get one per episode. What did you want to be when you grew up? Movie star. What's your favorite movie genre? Documentaries on art history. What's your ideal date? Each of us read a different book on opposite sides of the couch in comfortable silence. What do you never leave home without? My glasses. Actually, I forget them at home a lot. I spend a lot of time thinking about. I worry that people who are against e-readers are more in love with the idea of books than actually reading them. Oh my God, I am stealing that quote. I know at least 3 people right now who are guilty of this. A bird in the hand is better than a bird in the eye. What? I navigate to Hugo's dad book page and type out a message. Hey, Hugo. Great seeing you at the barbecue. Want to hang out sometime? I wait for a few minutes before the computer dings. I'm so glad you messaged me, and I definitely want to hang out sometime, but I have a favor to ask. Our class is going on a field trip to the Aquarium today, and one of our chaperones called in sick. Is there any possible way you could come by and replace them? Uh-oh. You're going to make me work on our first date. I think about it for a moment. Man, that's a lot of screaming kids, and I'd be accountable for. And they're in middle school. Arguably, the worst age to be. Amanda silently trudges into the kitchen and pours herself a bowl of cereal. Morning, Amanda. Morning, Pops. Hey, how was middle school for you? Bad, but nobody likes middle school. It's 3 years of bad acne, crying, and generally being terrible. Oh, being generally terrible. Everyone sucks. No self-awareness. It's just a bunch of hormonal teenagers locked in a gross old building for 40 plus hours a week, doing long division and starting fights over, I don't know, pizza day? Top 40 pop? Middle schoolers should be avoided at all costs. Huh? What was your middle school experience like? I did not like it. I had my first crush in middle school and I'm still bitter about it. Alexis Stuggs, you hurt me and I'll never forget. I wonder if Alexis Stuggs is a real person that one of the writers of this game had a crush on in middle school. I wonder if I will ever find out. What'd she do to you? I stare off into the middle distance, remembering the 24 hours that we dated and the 3 times we held hand between class periods. Then I remembered the bitter betrayal. Her leaving me for Arnold Birmingham. Him making me eat dirt in front of her. God damn!
Huh.
I don't want to talk about it. See? Middle schoolers are reprehensible! Wait, are you asking me about middle school? Mr. Vega requested my help to chaperone his middle school class to the aquarium. Just wanted to know what I was in for. You get to go to the aquarium? Are you kidding me? The last field trip I got to go on was the clam chowder factory. They didn't even give us clam chowder. They gave us square pizza at a clam chowder factory. Oh, is that why you won't eat clam chowder anymore?
Huh?
No, it's because Bobby Willingham threw up into one of the vats of clam chowder, and I'm the only one who saw it happen. It haunts me. Right. Let's leave that story firmly in the past. Anyway, you should just do it. Mr. Vega sounds like he could really use the help. Plus, you get to hang out with cool fish. Oh, right, aquarium. I thought you were calling Mr. Vega a fish. Amanda? I get kind of weird about aquariums. The ocean makes me nervous. What? Are you worried that a whale is going to pop out of the touch tank and swallow you whole? Don't you put that fear into my heart. Well, do they have penguins there? Yes, they have penguins there. Then it's settled. Penguins outweigh fear of the ocean. I sit back down at the computer and let Hugo know that I'm available. He tells me to meet him at the aquarium and gives me the address. I grab my keys and kiss Amanda on the forehead before I hang out. I arrive at the aquarium to find that the school buses have beaten me there. Preteens huddle around their teachers in small groups, yelling at each other and goofing off. Every teacher looks like they're at their wits' end.
I don't know.
Hugo jogs up to me, looking frazzled. I don't know, he looks pretty composed to me. I'm so glad you're here. Hugo! It's been a debacle all morning. We're shorthanded and most of the kids won't stop screaming, as I'm sure you know is the case with all middle schoolers. I lived through Amanda at 12. I'm all too familiar. Great. Well, it's up to you and me chaperoning a group of 10 kids. They're over there. Hugo walks me over to a gaggle of preteens who are all sitting on the ground, playing with their phones. They're not kicking each other like some in the other groups, so we're off to a good start. Can you guys put your phones away? All of the kids look up for a moment to stare at Hugo. Then they go back to texting. At least they're quiet? Too quiet. These guys are up to something. I can feel it. There's no way. They're too busy thinking about not getting food stuck in their braces to pulling stunts. It is middle school after all. We'll see. Classes start filing into the aquarium, and Hugo hands out massive stapled packets of paper to each kid. These are due at the end of the field trip. Yes, this will be for a grade. No, you can't borrow a pencil. The kids collectively groan and grab the sheets from Hugo. What's in the packet? Honestly, it's just busy work, so that the teachers can have a moment's reprieve. I think one of the questions asks them to sit quietly for 10 minutes to think about the Great Barrier Reef. Teacher asks, I like that. Wait, I thought you were an English teacher. What does the aquarium have to do with books? We just did a unit on the Old Man and the Sea. Nothing quite like introducing kids to the futile perseverance of the human spirit by making them pet stingrays. It gives us time to check out some of the exhibits as well. Come on, they have a phenomenal selection of tropical fish. While the kids sit on the floor and pretend to do their assignments while they text, Hugo and I wander over to a large tank filled with brightly colored fish. Hugo points to a brown and white fish with long tanks, spines. That right there is a lionfish. Did you know that their stomachs can expand to up to 30 times in size? Whoa. Their spines are venomous, too. Nature is hardcore.
Oh.
You think that's bad? Take a look at this one over here. Hugo points to a spiny, grumpy-looking fish hanging out near the bottom of the tank. That's a stonefish, the most venomous fish in the world. And they just keep it here? Oh, they're relatively harmless so long as you don't step on them. What happens if you step on them? Tissue necrosis. Dude, I read about stonefish in Douglas Adams' Last Chance to See, and apparently the sting of a stonefish is so bad that people have drowned themselves just to stop the pain. Those things are terrifying. Cool.
Oh.
Nature is wild. Man, Hugo seems to know a lot about fish. I feel the overwhelming need to impress him. Hey, see that fish over there? That one? Yeah, that's the... Humphead Russie.
Oh.
Yeah? Did you know that... Political fish trivia. This fish openly supports the legalization of marijuana. Eggplants! I didn't know it was so progressive. Times are changing, man. Wait, are you serious? Absolutely not. I am playing it for the gag here.
Oh.
Haha, good one. We lead the kids to another room. Sharks, sea turtles, eels, and other marine life swim around in a massive floor-to-ceiling aquarium. The kids begin to trying to take selfies with the sharks. Sharkies! Hugo leaves my side to separate two kids who are fighting over a Capri Sun. I walk around the room reading the tiny little blurbs about different fish swimming inside of the enclosure. After a while, I look around and see Hugo again. He's gazing up at the aquarium in childlike wonder. The ripples in the water cast blue, moving shadows across his face. For someone surrounded by angry hormonal preteens, he looks completely peaceful. He looks really cute in this light. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. Wow.
Oh.
I walk over to join him. Beautiful, isn't it? Okay, just, we can learn a great deal from Mother Ocean. A great many mysteries lie in the ocean. It truly is fascinating to be able to observe it in a setting such as this. Eggplants! That's a very astute point, Unca. We stand together for a moment, admiring the wonders of marine life. We eventually make our way to the touch tank room, which seems to be the only thing the kids are actually interested in. The tank is filled with a variety of horseshoe crabs, sea urchins, stingrays, and small fish. I stand around the edges of the tank and keep a wary distance from the sea life. Who knows what kind of nefarious plans these horseshoe crabs have for my well-moisturized hands. Hugo rolls up his sleeve and sticks his hand in the water. Don't you want to pass some rays, Unca? Oh, I think I'm good. I think I should just stay over here and admire them from a respectable distance. Come on, it'll be fun and informative. Don't make fun of me, but I'm scared to touch them. I get weird when there's no glass separating us. I don't know what any of those things are, but I get the feeling they will probably bite me and my delicious hands if given the chance. Nothing in this tank can hurt you. The stingrays have had their barbs removed. The horseshoe crabs only eat little clams, and the anemones are perfectly safe to touch. Against my better judgment, I approach the tank, slowly dipping my hand in the cold water. I touch a stingray as it glides past me. See? Not so bad. It feels like fun, slimy leather. Things get a lot less scary when you learn more about them, right? I dive my hand back into the touch tank with a renewed vigor for ocean life. I poke at some urchins and feel the hard carapace of a horseshoe crab. My hand brushes against Hugo's as we reach for the same anemone. I pull away, blushing. Hugo smiles at me. Hey, you're supposed to be touching the fish. Sorry, I just got a little carried away Wait. That girl over there looks suspicious. Why is that? Our backpacks usually that wet. Hold on. Susan! Susan, get back here! Hugo runs after a middle schooler and catches her before she can make it to the exit. Want to tell me what's in the bag? Textbooks? Want to tell me what's really in the bag? Susan won't budge. I walk over to Hugo and the girl. Think I might need a bad cop. Look, kid. That's an easy 5 to 10 in the clink. I had a bug go down for that once. He came out a changed man. Said he missed the bars. You're not a teacher. You can't tell me what to do.
Oh.
Yes, well, I am. Can you please put the bag down? Next time we won't say please. Susan glares at Hugo for a moment before dropping her book bag on the floor. It lands with a wet slap. We stare at it a moment before it starts to move.
Whoa.
Hugo leans down and unzips the backpack. A horseshoe crab frantically scuttles out and across the floor. An employee swoops in, scoops it up, and places it back into the tank. She gives us a disapproving look. Jesus, Susan, what was your plan? I was trying to free him. To where? Outside? Where he was going to die? Susan, go back to your group. We'll discuss this later. Yeah, and here's where we can see them. Susan skulks off, leaving me alone with Hugo. Gives me a pat on the shoulder. Middle schoolers have sticky hands. I doubt that's the first time that's happened here. Or the last. In the next room, we see a variety of smaller tanks. Sea urchins, tiny fish, and a rainbow of beautiful underwater plant life surrounds us.
Oh.
Look over there. Hugo points to some seahorses gathered at the bottom of a tank. One of them is in the middle of giving birth. That's actually the male seahorse. Sort of takes fatherhood to a new level, doesn't it? Hey kids, come check this out. There's a male seahorse giving birth. A low murmur from the students. They just jump back onto their phones. Fun fact. Male seahorses can even give birth and then get pregnant in the same day. Man, we thought we had it hard. I wonder if they have to deal with their kids' awkward teenage years too. All however many thousand of them. You seem to know a lot about marine life, Hugo.
Oh.
It's not really my specialty, but I do make a point to learn as much as possible whenever I can. I think that learning shouldn't end when you leave school. We should challenge ourselves to find out more about the things we don't understand every day of our lives. Because if you stop learning, I don't think you'll ever be able to grow or change as a person. Good point. But I still don't trust Jose. We'll get there. We finally make our way over to my favorite part of the tour, the Arctic exhibit. Do we get to see the penguins? Yes, we get to see the penguins. Hell yes. Our group of kids run around the exhibits. They won't stop tapping on the glass of the puffin enclosure, trying to get their attention. For at least a few moments, teachers, chaperones, and students alike seem to be having a great time. What was I so worried about? This isn't so bad.
Whoa.
Hugo suddenly grabs my arm. Oh my god, there's a student in the penguin enclosure. Wait, just kidding, it's very bad. Is it one of ours? It most certainly is. Molly Henderson, Susan's friend. I look over to the penguins and see a determined-looking kid crouching behind a rock. She's hiding just out of the sight of one of the employees. Over on the side of the enclosure, I see the door to the exhibit ajar. Was it unlocked this whole time? We gotta stop her before the staff sees her and bans our school for life. Hugo looks around. I'll create a distraction. Hugo runs toward the puffin exhibit and addresses the entire room. Everybody. I have an announcement. The whole room turns toward Hugo.
Oh.
Here's a few facts I bet you didn't know about penguins. Everybody just stares at Hugo, confused. Well, this is my shot. I run into the enclosure and am greeted by a blast of cold air. Psst, hey! The girl whips around to look at me. Her nose is pink from the cold. You can't be in here. Neither can you. I try to walk over to the girl, but the ground is so icy that I just end up slipping. I catch myself before I hit the ground, but the girl still laughs at me. Contrary to popular belief, penguins are birds. Birds are traditionally known to fly, but penguins cannot. So I can understand some confusion when we're discussing the birdness of penguins. The crowd is still somehow enraptured. Kid, what are you even doing? I'm letting the penguins go. They deserve freedom. Where are they even going to go? They're going to live in my closet. Look, I just don't even have time to argue about this. We gotta get out of here. Not until I save a penguin.
I don't know.
Little known fact is that penguins only live in cold climates. With some exceptions. So they don't all live in cold climates if you're splitting hairs here. Did I mention that they don't fly? The crowd is starting to lose interest. I'm running out of time. Bribe her. I will give you $20 right now if you leave with me. Molly thinks for a second. Okay. Well, give it to me right now. I reach into my pocket and pull out everything I have, examining each bill. Okay, well, I have $12 and some change. Also, there's a button here. Is that enough? Pay me the other $8 later and we'll have a deal. We move to shake on our arrangement before I suddenly realize there's a wave of penguins on our way out of the enclosure. We're going to have to block these birds. Oh no. Minigame.
Block that bird.
Oh no. Oh no. It's getting hard. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh no. It's like the Battle of Yonkers. No! Get away! Go away! No! No! Wait. No! Three penguins escaped. Is that good or bad? S-rank! Yes. Okay. Oh, I thought I was doing so badly. If the police are driving behind you, don't give them probable cause to pull you over. Whew, glad that's over. Just in time, too. Looks like Hugo is wrapping up his diversionary penguin speech. And that's why I think that penguins are one of the best animals in the world. A few people in the audience clap out of a sense of duty. Everybody starts dispersing. Hugo spots us from across the way and runs over. Molly, what were you doing in there? I was liberating animals, Mr. Vega. You realize that the penguins can only survive in Arctic temperatures, right? You would have had a dead penguin on your hands. Well, it was the thought that counts. No, Molly, it wasn't. Molly turns to me. You owe me $8.
Sweet Manchego.
What? Just, I'll pay you later, kid. Molly runs off towards Susan. I suppose so that they can compare animal thief notes. You're not off the hook, Molly. Unca, did you just bribe a child? You can't play by the rules when there's penguins on the line. Listen, man. We've all done dark things in our lives. I'm not the young, bright-eyed youth I used to be. That person believed in a world where you wouldn't have to bribe children to save a penguin. And me today knows different. I only wish I could go back.
Oh.
Let's just get through the day and get out of here. Beep. With the day finally coming to a close, the whole field trip is ushered through the gift shop and we make our way back out to the school buses. As we leave the aquarium and the kids load onto the buses, Hugo pulls me aside. Hey, Unca, thank you so much for helping out today. You're a lifesaver. It was no problem. It was actually kind of fun.
Ah.
Let me take you out next time to make it up to you. You like cheese boards? I love cheese. I'm all about cheese boards. Great. Well, I gotta go make sure the kids don't steal anything else. See you around. I walk inside to find the house empty. I wonder where the panda's at. Before I know it, Amanda pops in through the front door. What you up to tonight? Just doing some homework. How was the aquarium? It was an adventure. Some kid tried to steal a penguin. We've all been there. I had to run in and grab her before any of the employees saw.
All right.
You got to go into the penguin enclosure? Did you steal a penguin for us? Amanda, no penguins were stolen thanks to the valiant efforts of myself and Mr. Vega. It was nice getting to spend some time with Hugo, though. I'm surprised he helped complete a covert op. He's usually kind of a what? Kind of a stick in the mud? He's actually pretty cool. Had a good time with him. All right. Too much adventure for me today. I'm gonna go rest my eyes. You mean take a nap? There's a difference. You'll learn when you become a father. Yay! Date complete. How do we do? Yes!
Looks like Paradise Lost just got found.
Aha! S rank! Okay.
Welcome. You've got dads.
And our next message is from something that I don't recognize. Okay. To the outro! Well, that was eventful. Helping Hugo out with his field trip to the museum was surprisingly fun. Even the part where I had to slap a bunch of penguins and bribe a child. Plus, I got an S rank for the date. Next time on Dream Daddy, we have a message from an unknown entity waiting for us on Dad Book. Then we'll choose another dad to have our first getting to know you date with. Until then, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye!